The Orange Bowl in Miami, Florida. The AFC Championship game is on the air. Today, the Miami Dolphins meet the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello, everybody. Hank Goldberg along with the voice of the Dolphins, Rick Weaver, sideline analyst Henry Barrow. This one is for the trip to Palo Alto. Pittsburgh here by virtue of a 24-17 upset victory over Denver. This team with a 9-7 win would not be the first 9-7 team to go to a Super Bowl. The Rams did it a few years ago, only to be wiped out by these same, not the same Steelers, but the Steelers. The Dolphins, a convincing 31-10 win last week over the Seattle Seahawks. It's Marino against the Steeler blitzes. The Steelers' ball control offense against the Miami revived Killer Bee defense. Marino has thrown 7 interceptions in the last 3 games, so the Steelers will be coming after him. Teams don't pick on Sam Washington, throw away from Dwayne Woodruff. That's what the Dolphins will do this afternoon. And the Dolphins, of course, will be trying to stop the running of Abercrombie and Pollard. So many good matchups here in this ball game. It should be a good one. 2 coaches who between them have been to 9 Super Bowls, Don Shula and Chuck Noll. Here's a guy who's been to a few Super Bowls and is a champion himself. Our own voice, Rick Weaver.
Thank you, Hank, and hi once again, everybody. Here are the starting offensive alignments. Will change according to the flip of the coin. For those of you watching and listening this afternoon, the Steelers will be in the black tops, the Dolphins in their white uniforms. For Pittsburgh, the quarterback, number 16, Mark Malone, in his 5th year from Arizona State. The running backs, number 34, Walter Abercrombie, a 3rd-year man from Baylor, and number 30, Frank Pollard, in his 5th year also from Baylor. The wide receivers, number 82, John Stallworth, an 11-year veteran from Alabama A&M, and Lewis Lips, number 83, a first-round draft choice out of southern Mississippi. For the Dolphins defense, it'll be Doug Betters, 75, Bob Baumhauer, 73, Kim Bocamper, 58, as the down 3. Linebackers left to right, Bob Brzezinski, 59, Mark Brown, 51, Jay Brophy, 53, and Charlie Bowser, 56. And the quarterbacks will be Don McNeil on the left side, number 28, William Judson, 49. And the safeties, the Blackwood brothers, Lyle, 42, and Glenn Blackwood, 47. Rich Ehrenberg, broken nose and all, will be back deep in the middle. He is the youngster 9th-round draft choice out of Colgate for the Steelers, and his return average on the season is 20.5. So, we're just about ready to go. Off to the far side is Fernandez Scoop Gillespie, and down the near side is Anthony Corley. Ehrenberg deep in the middle, the fans. It's going to be the white handkerchiefs today for the Dolphins against the terrible towels for the Pittsburgh Steelers fans, and there are quite a few of the black and gold-clad Steeler fans here. Here's the whistle. Here is Von Schaman forward. He hits the ball. It will be at the goal line, taken by Ehrenberg, straight out 10, 15, 20. He's at the 25, the 30, and out to the 33-yard line. An excellent return by Rich Ehrenberg off a good blocking wall, and he runs it out 33 yards on the return.
Chuck Noll's got to have a big smile on his face, because right now his team has held the ball for almost 5 minutes. They're doing exactly what they wanted, out-muscling Miami up front.
First down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. Beals is in. He and Abercrombie are the backs. Receivers spread to either side of the field. Here's a give-off. Abercrombie tries to cut it outside of the right. Brzezinski knocks him out of bounds at the 30-yard line. The 2nd down and 8 for the Steelers, the Dolphins' 30-yard line. Backs are split, so are the receivers. Malone back to throw. He's under pressure, throws the ball. A flag is down, and the receiver is out of bounds at the 18-yard line. John Stallworth.
It's coming back, I'm sure.
Holding against Pittsburgh. Ball is placed down back at the Miami 40-yard line. 2nd down and 19.
And, of course, now they have to throw, so Miami will come at Malone.
Stallworth spreads to the near side, Lips to the far side. The backs are split from the Dolphins 40. 2nd and 19. Abercrombie in motion to the far side. Malone pumps once to the right. He's going deep. He's got Stallworth down there. It is intercepted by Judson. He's in the end zone, runs it out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's out of bounds at the Miami 32. Malone threw into double coverage. Lyle Blackwood helped Judson come down with that ball. He was trying to hit Stallworth deep in the end zone. Judson came up with the interception, and that's on the season for him. He had 4 during the regular season. That is his first in the playoff. Mike Webster is a fellow who ran him out after he returned it 33 yards to the Miami 33-yard line.
You have to be aggressive in that secondary. Judson was. He went after the football and just took it away from Stallworth. A great play.
All right, so the Dolphins defense gets the first big turnover of the ball game. We have a timeout on the field. No score. 9:54 left to go in the first quarter. How long did Pittsburgh hold the ball, Hank?
4 minutes, 56 seconds.
They come up empty-handed. All right, setting the Steeler defense, John Goodman out of Oklahoma, number 95, the down lineman left side. Gary Dunn out of University of Miami and Coral Gables, 67, the nose tackle. Edmund Nelson from Auburn and Tampa, number 64, the right end. Linebackers left to right, 57, Mike Merriweather. David Little, number 50, Robin Cole, 56, and on the right side, Brian Hinkle, number 53. The corners, Dwayne Woodruff, number 49, Sam Washington, 41. The free safety, Eric Williams, number 21, and the veteran, Donnie Shell, number 31. For the Dolphins, at quarterback, number 13, Pittsburgh's Dan Marino in his second year. At the wide receivers, number 85, Mark Duper in his third year from Northwest Louisiana, and number 83, Mark Clayton in his third year from Louisville. The tight end, Jan Johnson, number 87 in his second year from Iowa State. When they go to 2, it'll be Bruce Hardy, number 84 in his 7th year from Arizona State. The running back's number 22, Tony Nathan in his 6th year from Alabama. The fullback is number 34, Woody Bennett, a 7-year veteran from Miami of Florida. At left tackle from Michigan in his 5th year, number 79, John Giesler. At left guard from USC in his 3rd year, Roy Foster, number 61. The center, number 57, Dwight Stevenson in his 5th year from Alabama. The right guard, number 64, Ed Newman in his 12th year from Duke. And a right tackle, number 74, Cleveland Green in his 5th year from Southern. The placement specialist in his 6th year from Oklahoma, 9 out of 19 on the regular season, 1 out of 3 last week, Uwe Van Schamen. And the punter going to the Pro Bowl his 2nd year from the University of Iowa, Reggie Roby, a 44.7 average during the regular season, 2nd best in the league. Last week, a 37-yard average. Dolphins have double tight ends in the ball game. Woody Bennett being utilized as a blocker up front. Tony Nathan is the only back. Marino wants to throw it on first down, pumps once, finds a man open. Nathan far side, eludes one, gets to the 40-yard line. That's a 7-yard pickup. Tackle made by David Little. 2nd and 3, Dolphins from their 40-yard line. Bennett and Nathan, the I-backs. Here is a give-off. Nathan got a hole in the middle, puts his head down and rams his way for a first down out to the 45-yard line. First down, Dolphins from their 45-yard line. Again, Bennett moves up front to block. Hardy goes in motion to the far side. Pitch to Nathan. Outside the left, turns the corner. 50, breaks one. 45 down to the 40-yard line. In Steeler territory goes Tony Nathan. And that's another first down. Excellent block thrown by Bruce Hardy out there on the far side of the field. Eric Williams, the free safety, and Brian Hinkle, the weak side linebacker, made the stop. Dolphins, 2 consecutive first downs. Hardy is out. And 6-point Pete Johnson comes in at a running back.
Yeah, this is unusual to see Johnson in there in a non-goal line situation or short yardage situation. I wonder if Bennett's hurt.
Henry?
Yes, he's got something in his eye. They're trying to wash it out.
First down for the Dolphins at the Steeler 40. Nathan and Johnson are the backs. Clayton near side, Duper to the far side. Marino sets his ball club from the Steeler 40. He drops quickly to throw. Looks right across the middle. He's got Clayton open. 10, 5, touchdown Dolphins. Beautiful move by Mark Clayton, stop-and-go pattern up the near sideline. He throws the defensive back. So did the motion by Marino. He was looking right all the time. Dwayne Woodruff, the left cornerback, and the free safety, Eric Williams, who was out of place with the players beaten on the play. Henry?
Got to see Joe Robbie and Mike Charles doing a high five.
Well, I'll tell you something. They set that up so beautifully with the possession-type plays to Nathan, and then Dwayne Woodruff just playing up, trying to cheat for the run, a possession-type play, and Clayton blew right by him.
So it's a 7-0 ball game. Miami jumps out in front as Marino to Clayton. They keep up what got them there. 40 yards for the touchdown. Miami 7, the Steelers nothing, with 7:45 left to go in the half. More Miami Dolphins football action in 30 seconds. Rick Weaver back at the Orange Bowl. The Dolphins didn't take very long. They had the ball 2 minutes and 9 seconds after Judson took it away from Stallworth at the goal line. 4 plays later, Marino hits Clayton down the near sideline. So the Dolphins jump on top, 7-0. Let's see if the Dolphin defense can hold it. Here's Von Schauman's kickoff, hammers it with the wind to his back, way back in the end zone, and Aaron Berg will down it for the touchback. So it'll be the Steelers starting 80 yards away from their 20-yard line. All right, Abercrombie and Pollard are the split backs, and Malone the quarterback. Tight end is Nelson from the 20-yard line. Here is the give-off to Pollard. He bumps into one tackler, fumbles the ball. The Dolphins, Doug Betters has it, I believe, at the 31-yard line. Betters comes up with the ball. That tackler that he ran into stripped him of the football. Betters comes up with his second fumble recovery, and the Dolphins threaten to turn it into something akin to a route early if they can get into the end zone from this particular point. They're in the shotgun. The ball is back at the Steelers' 35-yard line on 3rd down and 14. Here's the snap. Marino back to throw under blitz. He fires it. Got a man down there. Tipped away at the 23-yard line. Going for Rose. Chapman from the 42. Jeff Taves will be the snapper. Here it is, set down. The kick is up. He's got the distance on it. It is no good. Off to the right side. So Von Chaman misses.
I didn't even pull out my score sheet, Rick. The guy's just going so bad right now. He really needed that. And, again, there's just no excuse. He's just in a terrible slump.
So the Steelers will take over from the 34-yard line on their own end of the field. 3rd down and 2. Pittsburgh shy of the Dolphin 45. In motion to the near side, the tight end, give off Abercrombie. Big hole! 40's up the sideline, chasing him Blackwood, and pushes him out of bounds. The Dolphins got caught, pinched inside, and Abercrombie breaks along, went up the far sideline, gets the first down, out of bounds at the Miami 25-yard line. 2nd down at 8 for the Steelers. The ball just shy of the Dolphins' 23-yard line. 4:33 left to go in the first quarter. Dolphins lead 7-0. Ehrenberg, slot man, near side. Now he resets in the backfield. Split backs in behind Malone from the 23-yard line. Here's the play fake. Malone back to throw. Has all day. Fires. Caught by Stallworth. He is down at the 6-7-yard line. He bobbled that ball around but held on to it as he hit the deck. There were 3 Dolphin defenders back there. Finally, William Judson, who made the previous intercept, knocked him down. But Stallworth held on to it this time, a gain of 16 yards. And it's going to be a first down to about the 7-yard line. So the Steelers knocking on the door. The Dolphins' failure to score the last time they had the ball offensively, and the fact that they're not getting the pressure they need now on Malone. And the Steelers are fired up. Receivers, Lips, and Stallworth spread to the near side. Backs are spread, 1st and goal at the 7. Here's the give-off. Bouncing down to the goal line is Ehrenberg, and he gets into the end zone for the score. Rich Ehrenberg from 7 yards out, running in behind Craig Wolfley and Mike Webster, and it didn't take him long to get back into it. And tied at 7 as the Steelers, on their third opportunity of the first quarter, were able to achieve what they wanted to as Ehrenberg runs it in from 7 yards out. During the regular season, he had 2 touchdowns as a rusher and 1 as a pass receiver. 66-yard drive in 7 plays. And we have it tied up at 7. 2 out of 5 is Marino for 47 yards and a touchdown.
I tell you, when Pittsburgh held Miami down there, that's what's turned this game around at this point. Their defense is now taking control, and of course our offense took control in that last drive.
All right, 3rd down and 8 for Miami from their 25-yard line. And Marino will operate out of the shotgun. Score is tied at 7. We have 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's the snap to Marino. He sets, fires across the middle. It is dropped at the 32-yard line by Joe Rose. He had the ball right in his hands. No excuse for it. He was hit late by Sam Washington. Should have held on to the ball, so the Dolphins have to give it away. So the old bugaboo that hurt the Dolphins for the last 6 games of the regular season up until the Dallas game, the failure to stop the run is coming back to haunt them thus far in this ball game.
Yeah, 9 first downs thus far for the Steelers, and what impresses me about the way the Steelers are running their football is the way the backs block for one another.
Henry?
And boy, the Steelers have sure quieted this stadium down. It sounds like it's empty.
And they're keeping the ball away from Marino. They're going to let the time run out on the first quarter. We will switch ends of the field. The Steelers will have what wind there is now. It's kind of died down a little bit. Up to their backs for the second quarter. At the end of the first period, the Steelers 7, the Dolphins 7. Here's the way they've dominated statistically through the first quarter. Pittsburgh 142 yards in total offense. The Dolphins only 66. Pittsburgh 91 yards running. The Dolphins only 19. Passing yards, Malone 2 out of 6 for 47. He's had 1 intercepted. And Marino, Marino is 2 out of 6. He has had no interceptions and 47 yards. And Malone is 5 out of 7 for 51 yards with 1 intercept. First down for the Steelers at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. Abercrombie and Pollard now the I-backs. Ouija Thompson spread to the near side, Stallworth far side. Here is the give-off. Abercrombie, a hole, 30, 25, 20. Flag is down. He's down to the 10 to the 9-yard line. But there's a flag down thrown by the referee holding against Pittsburgh. It'll come back. William Judson finally made a tackle on the play.
I'll tell you, if it wasn't for Pittsburgh mistakes, those holding penalties, they'd have 3 touchdowns probably on the board by now, and at least going for a 3rd touchdown. And I'm sure they're very irritated right now because that was a big, big play to be called back.
3rd and 14, the Dolphins 36. Malone back to throw. They're in on him. Here is the pass. It is way overthrown, incomplete. Anderson will try to make a 53-yarder to give the Steelers the lead with 12:27 to go in the first half. Webster is the snapper. Here it is. Set down. The kick is up. He is going to miss it off to the right side. So starting out, not to be a good day for the kickers. They have both missed. And the Dolphins, off that long field goal attempt, will come out with reasonably good field position. 12:21 to go in the half. It remains tied up at 7. Now Miami's defense has held. Marino will start from his 36. Nathan and Bennett are the backs. Marino drops the throw. He looks. He fires for the far side. Turn around, complete to Mark Clayton. He's out of bounds at the 50-yard line. A pickup of 14 yards to Wayne Woodruff, the left cornerback, was the man who shoved him out of bounds. Nathan, the only back. He will get the handoff. Finds a small opening, doesn't get much, running left in behind Foster, who's having a rough time blocking on Robin Cole. Cole made the tackle, and so did Brian Hinkle. 2nd down and 8 for the Dolphins from the Steelers' 48. Movement at the line of scrimmage, flag down for Pittsburgh. Here is the pass. It is caught down at the 39 to the 38-yard line. Off the near side, we're going to get an offside flag against Pittsburgh. First down at the Steelers' 38. Dolphins moving from our right to our left. Marino quick drop. Looks, fires in the middle. It is caught by Clayton. 25, 20, breaks 1. He's down at the 15, down to the 13-yard line. Mark Clayton bouncing off tacklers like a billiard ball. Gets to the 13, maybe ahead of the 12, before Brian Hinkle made the tackle. A simple slant in, a look-in pattern, as Clayton was wide to the far side. Just cut for the post in the middle, and Marino hit him right in the numbers, 24 yards. And Dan Johnson comes in to replace Bruce Hardy at the tight end. The ball is down at the Steelers' 13.
Nobody throws that slant as well as Marino does. He fires it in there like a bullet, and Clayton just had a good half a step on Woodruff, who gambled a little bit, went for the ball, and he was burned.
They're out of the shotgun from the 9. They have to get it down to the 3 for a first down. Snap to Marino. He looks, he fires in the end zone. Overthrown, threw it away. Couldn't find anybody open, so Von Schaman will come in and try to give the Dolphins the lead. And this will be a 26-yard attempt for Von Schaman. Is 1 out of 4 in the playoffs, 9 out of 19 regular season. His longest in both areas, 37 yards. Missed an earlier 52-yarder. Strock will hold from just outside the 16-yard line. Against the wind, it's sprung up again. Snap set down, the kick is up. He drives it through there. So the Dolphins take the lead back on a 26-yard field goal by Von Schaman. It's 10-7 Miami with 9:04 left to play in the half. See what the Steelers can do now. If the Dolphins can stop them. 10-7. Miami leads, 5:01 to go in the half. First down, Pittsburgh at the Miami 42-yard line. Backs are split. The receivers are spread to either side. Pollard and Abercrombie are the split backs. Malone will drop back to throw it. That's a wobbly pass, intercepted by the Dolphins at the 32-yard line. Picked off by Glenn Blackwood. Malone was hit from behind. He is laid out back at the 48-yard line. Benny Cunningham made the tackle, but Bowser, coming from behind, really grabbed him and forced that terribly bad pass.
Yeah, he hit him just as that ball was thrown, and that's why it wobbled out of there. And easy interception. All Blackwood had to do was stand there and wait for it. And Miami is now faced with their 5th third down conversion situation, and they haven't succeeded yet.
During the season, Miami was 51% on third down conversions. They're not converting when they need to this afternoon, and subsequently they're leading by only 3 points. Out of the shotgun from their 35-yard line. Here's the snap. Marino drops the throw. He looks across the middle. Man open. First down at the 45. Tony Nathan, 50. 45 gets a block down to the 40. 35 fumbles the ball. It is loose, and the Steelers have it back at their 27-yard line. Nathan, after a brilliant run, coughed it up as he was stripped of the ball at the 35, so it goes to no avail. And Chris Brown, a rookie defensive back in as a nickel preventer, comes up with a fumble recovery, 30 yards. And the Dolphins hurt themselves with their 2nd consecutive turnover. And the Steelers have the ball at the 28-yard line. 3rd down and 3. Steelers 3 out of 5 in third down conversions from their 35-yard line. Back set up tight right behind the line of scrimmage so they can better hear the snap count. Here's Malone back to throw. Has no pressure. Throwing deep. He's got stall width. It is caught, and this is going to go for a touchdown. over Paul Langford. Langford had the coverage, and the Steelers get on the board and take the lead. So it's a 14-10 score in favor of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And on a kickoff return, Walker returns 20 yards out to the Dolphins' 23-yard line. Greg Bingham, a linebacker, makes the tackle. So the Dolphins now find themselves, for the first time, trailing 14-10. As Stallworth and Malone burned them with a 65-yard touchdown pass. And let's see if Marino can get it back into it before the half ends. 2:43 to go. Hardy in there to tight end. Flip-flops. Bennett sets up as a slot man to the right side. Marino drops the throw. Has time. Across the middle. It is caught and a first down out to the 38-yard line. Caught by Mark Duper. And for Duper this afternoon, that is his first reception of the day. A second down, a long 10. Here is the snap. Drops the throw. Across the middle. Clayton again has got it. 50 down to the 45-yard line. That play has worked all day long. First down for Miami. And at the 2-minute warning, the Steelers lead by a score of 14-10. For the Dolphins, they have a first down. And the ball is just outside the Steelers' 45-yard line. Clayton will split off far side. Nat Moore will come wide to the near side along with Duper as Marino goes into the shotgun from the Steelers' 45 on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. He drops the throw, swings a little screen out to Nathan, cuts it back to the middle, and he is buried at about the 41-yard line. He had good yardage down at the 29 a while ago, and he coughed it up. Tackled by Merriweather. Dolphins into their hurry-up offense. A gain of about 5. Second down and 5 to go. Turnovers have been the story in this ball game. 1:40 left to go in the half. Second and 5 from the 41. Again out of the shotgun. Marino, deep drop, throwing deep upfield down the near side. Man open. Touchdown for the Dolphins. It is caught by Mark Duper. Eric Williams was trying to do his Paul Langford imitation that time as he tried to cover him with his back to the passer, watching the receiver's eyes, and Duper gets loose for only his second touchdown in his last 10 games. Caught it at the 2, fell backwards into the end zone. 41 yards, and the Dolphins retake the lead.
Well, Pittsburgh's been tempting fate all afternoon by having that single coverage on Duper, with the linebacker staying with him for a few yards and then having the deep corner pick him up, and that time Duper just beat him in the end zone, no contest.
So it's a 17-14 ball game as Marino goes to work with a perfect pass, a great catch by Duper, and he has been the unknown soldier here over the last 10 games while Clayton has really heated up. But he comes up with his second touchdown reception in his last 10 games. And instead of missing the first down by a yard, they take the penalty and put it down back at the 20-yard line, bring up the first down at about 14.
Well, I guess they're going to mark that off from the point.
That's
where
right.
Ehrenberg committed the infraction.
All right, Calvin Sweeney in. He spreads to the far side. Lips Stallworth to the near side. Abercrombie, a slot man to the far side. Pollard, the only back in with Malone from the Pittsburgh 20. Malone drops the throw. Deep drop, no pressure. Across the middle, intercepted by the Dolphins. Lyle Blackwood, and he's down immediately at the 34. Malone went to the well once too often, trying to hit Stallworth on a slant across the middle. And Lyle Blackwood, the free safety, steps in front and makes the intercept. Calvin Sweeney made the tackle on the play. So the Dolphins have the ball at the Steelers' 35. And the Bruce brothers have an intercept apiece. Still a lot of time left here in the half. 1:09 left to play in the first half.
Well, if Pittsburgh doesn't hold here, they will have virtually handed Miami the game. Malone did a foolish thing. Whenever you have to wait a long time to release that football, and then you throw it down the middle, you're generally asking for trouble, and that's what he got that time as another Blackwood came away with an interception.
The Dolphins, all kind of confusions down on the bench as to who they want in the ball game. Now, hopefully, they get the people in. Out of the shotgun. They wanted the shotgun people from the 35 of the Steelers. That's the 6th turnover of the game. 4th against Pittsburgh. Here's the pass. Caught up the middle by Nathan. Gets inside the 25. Down to the 23-yard line. Tackle made by Jack Lambert, a 9-time Pro Bowler who was in there as the linebacker. Ball is marked back at the 29. It's first down and 15. Miami loses a touchdown. Now they bring out the shotgun people again. Let's see if he comes back to the same play. 57 seconds left to go in the half. Dolphins lead 17-14. They have 2 timeouts remaining from the Steelers' 29. Here's the snap. Marino back to throw. He has time. Across the middle. Caught. Down inside the 5. Down to the 1-yard line. Goes Joe Rose. Rose, who had dropped a couple earlier, the deep slant across the middle, and he was prevented getting into the end zone by strong safety Donnie Shell. So with shuffling around of people, Marino clapping it up in the Dolphins huddle. A third down coming up and goal from the Steelers' 2-yard line. Let's see what the play call is. 39 seconds left to go before the end of the half. We got Bennett and Nathan as the I-backs. Now they split a couple of people off to the far side. Hardy and Matt Moore. Here is the give-off. Touchdown for Miami for Tony Nathan. He followed the block that time. Woody Bennett, Tony Nathan in behind him. And on a 3rd and 2, Tony Nathan rambles into the end zone, had a gaping hole. And on the season, Nathan had scored only 1 touchdown as a runner. He comes up with a big one here in this AFC Championship game. So it's a 24-14 score. It took him 5 plays, 35 yards to get in. Nathan over from 2 yards out. And the time of possession was 33 seconds. 24-14, the Dolphins go to the dressing room with a 10-point lead. Contest. So as far as the first half is concerned, officially, Marino has thrown for 244 yards, 13 out of 23 with an intercept, and Malone 6 for 13, 3 interceptions for a total of 115 yards, 123 yards rushing for Pittsburgh, and only 40 for Miami. But those turnovers and the penalties on the Steelers have been the killers thus far as Pittsburgh is concerned. All right, it'll be Walker in the middle, and Kozlowski to the far side, Eddie Hill down the near side. This one, 30 minutes to go. The Dolphins with a 24-14 lead. But the Steelers will come out snarling here for Coach Chuck Noll. Here's Anderson forward, a high, short kickoff. Walker drifting up, grabs the ball at the 15, 20, 25, 30. He's out to the 33-yard line before he's knocked down. A flag down after the ball carrier was on the ground. Tackle made by Dwayne Woodruff, and we'll see what this is about. Illegal block in the back, call against the Dolphins, so they will get a penalty marched off against them. This is only the second penalty call against Miami, and this will be a 10-yarder. We'll set the ball back at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. Waiting the snap. Here's Marino, give off to Bennett, and he's going to get very little, trying to run straight ahead, gets only about a yard. The 23-yard line. Mike Merriweather is the first man there.
Well, somebody's hurt down there for the Steelers, but they were in a blitz situation. Cole was stunning to the inside, and they ran right into that area where the Steelers were blitzing, and there's a lot of people down. Roy Foster's slow getting up, too. There must have been some collision down there hobbling around. Keith Gary's coming out of the game.
All right, Mark Clayton is not in the lineup for the second half, Henry.
Yes, we're trying to find out why. It looks like his right wrist. He's on the sidelines. He doesn't have his helmet on, not ready to go in.
Matt Moore spreads far side, Duper to the near side. 2nd and 9, Dolphins from their 23. Nathan and Bennett are split backs. Marino drops to throw. He looks left. He fires the middle. Caught by Nathan. 40 up across the 45 to the 47. Tony Nathan out of the backfield. A big first down up to the 47-yard line. Nathan, a deep slant across the middle, and Sam Washington knocked him down after a 24-yard pickup. First down, Miami, at the 47-yard line on their own end of the field. Henry?
Yeah, Clayton has an ice bag on his left shoulder right up around the neck. We don't know how bad it is. We'll try to find out.
And boy, did Robin Cole get beaten by Nathan on that play. Just got isolation, the running back on the linebacker. That'll usually work.
Nathan and Bennett are the backs. Duper near side, Moore to the far side. First down to 47. Here's the misdirection. Bennett cuts it outside to the left, 50. Down to the 45. Down to the 40. He's out of bounds at the Steelers' 36-yard line. Beautiful run by Woody Bennett. For a guy his size, he can pick him up and lay him down, and he's got swivel hips. Eric Williams and Donnie Shell, the two safeties, ran him out. But a 17-yard run from scrimmage for Woody Bennett. His longest on the season from scrimmage was 23 yards.
That's the longest run from scrimmage today, though. I think Nathan had a 15-yard run earlier.
Ball at the 36 of the Steelers. Dolphins on a move now to open the third quarter. More to the far side. Cooper to the near side. Nathan and Bennett are the backs. First down at the Steelers' 36-yard line. Marino, long count at the line of scrimmage. Quick drop, now deeper drop. Lost the ball up the near side. Man open, flag down, touchdown. But we will see what the flag is about. Number 41, Sam Washington, was down on the ground. And let's see what this one is going to be. It's going to be against Pittsburgh. Touchdown, Miami.
Pass interference. Number 41, defense, decline, touchdown.
Call on Washington. He had fallen down, and before that, he interfered with Duper's right to catch the ball.
Pittsburgh is paying for the blitzing. That time they were in an all-out blitz again. Washington single covering. No way he can keep up with Duper. And Marino ties another record now. 3 touchdown passes in a championship game.
So it's a 31-14 score now, with Miami leading by 17. 78-yard drive, 4 plays, time of possession 139. Marino to Duper, 36 yards for the TD. The big play, Marino to Nathan, 24 yards to set up the score. Let's go down to Henry Barrow.
Mark Clayton has a shoulder sprain, will probably not play the rest of the day.
As far as Clayton's statistics in the ball game, 4 receptions, 95 yards, including the opening touchdown of 40 yards. Marino now 15 out of 25 for 304 yards, and he has thrown 3 touchdown passes, 2 of them to Duper.
I can't see Pittsburgh coming back now. They're going to have to start airing the ball out, and that's not their best game, although they have talented receivers. Malone, I think, is going to get so much pressure on them that they, by 3 straight unanswered scores within the last, say, 3 minutes of the first half, and now in the first 2 minutes of this half.
They remarked the ball at the 28-yard line, so Ehrenberg's return is 24 yards. Dolphins have come up with 3 interceptions, 1 each by the Blackwoods, 1 by William Judson. Lips to the near side, Stallworth to the far side. Abercrombie and Pollard are the backs. Malone from his 28-yard line, moving from our left to our right with a wind to his back. Here's the snap. He will play fake it, drops the throw. No pressure. He's got a man open. Caught by Lips, 45, 50, shakes the tackle. And finally, the Blackwoods have to bring him down to the Dolphins' 39. You see what I mean? The complexion of this game can change around in a hurry. 3rd down and 12. The ball at the Dolphins' 19-yard line. We have 8:03 to go in the 3rd quarter. Dolphins lead 31-14. And now he brings in all of the receivers. He's got Sweeney to the far side, Stallworth and Lips to the near side. Abercrombie, a slot man to the near side. Pollard, the only back. Back to throw. Goes Malone going for the end zone. Stallworth has got it for the touchdown. So it's a 31-21 game in favor of the Dolphins. And as we said at the beginning of the half, this one is a long way from being over. Well, thus far in the second half, Malone has matched Marino touchdown for touchdown. So we got another big offensive series coming up for the Dolphins. They had a 17-point lead. It's now down to 10 with 7:55 to go in the 3rd period. Took him 5 minutes and 6 seconds, 72-yard drive. Good drive, 9 plays.
Boy, and how this game is swinging back and forth. Now here comes Pittsburgh's defense looking to take command as Joe Rose comes into the game, following the great offensive drive after Miami had scored on 3 straight possessions.
Dolphins with a 2nd down and 15 from their 15-yard line. Backs are split off. Rose is in there more to the far side. Duper near side. Marino drops deep to throw. Good protection. Firing deep up the middle. Down there is Duper. He's got it at the 50 to 45, down to the 44-yard line. Knocked down by Sam Washington. And that's where Marino is very dangerous. When you got him pinned back, he got Duper split up the middle against single coverage, 41 yards for the completion. And Miami moves from their 15-yard line down to the Steelers' 44.
Yeah, that offensive line gave Marino so much time on that long completion to Duper. What a job. No sacks again this afternoon.
2nd down and 7. Dolphins from the Steelers' 40. Let's make it a long 6. 2nd and long 6 from the 41. Marino drops the throw. He sets. He lofts it up the middle and is caught. Great catch down inside the 25 to the 22-yard line by Tony Nathan. Had to come back for the football as Marino was under pressure from the blitz. Lofted the ball in behind Nathan. Nathan waited for the linebacker who was back on him to make the mistake of turning his back on the pass. And then Nathan came back and caught the ball. A key reception. Merriweather made the tackle down at the Steelers' 22. The penalty puts it back to the 29-yard line, brings up a 3rd down and 18. 3:58 to go in the 3rd quarter. Dolphins lead 31-21. In order to keep this series alive, they have to get it down to the 12. They had a 1st down at the 9 off that razzle-dazzle, but it was called back because of the double penalty, one of the 2 penalties. Now let's see if Marino can get it further upfield. He drops the throw out of the shotgun. He pops it up the middle. Man open, down at the 5, down to the 2-yard line. And holding onto the football is Nat Moore. Moore caught the ball at the 5, just fell backwards into triple coverage. And the Dolphins and Marino do it again. Mr. Clutch, Nat Moore, looking for that first Super Bowl ring. Gets a 28-yard pickup. And just as they did in the second quarter, when they set up the touchdown right before the end of the half when a pass to Rose, they come right back off a negative and turn it into a positive. And they're down a half yard to go for a touchdown. Johnson stays in. Bennett will be the tailback in the eye. Marino sends Hardy in motion to the near side. Here's a give off to Bennett. He hurdles into the end zone for the touchdown. Woody Bennett goes into his levitation dance. So Woody Bennett bangs in. He had 7 touchdowns as a rusher. And for the second time in this ball game, the Dolphins on a 3rd and goal situation come up with the key play, and the white handkerchiefs are really in evidence this afternoon.
I'll tell you, it's not good to get in this situation with Marino up and down the field, because Marino seems to be able to do it either quickly or use up time as he did there, where they had a 6.5-minute drive in 12 plays.
So the Dolphins move back out to a 17-point lead for the second time in the game. 38-21 Miami, 1:40 left to play in the third period. 53 seconds to go in the third quarter. Third down and 6, Steelers from their 24, down by 17. Here is Malone back to throw. He has time. He fires it. It is tipped to the air, incomplete at the 30-yard line. And Mark Brown almost had an interception. They were trying to hit John Stallworth, and Brown got in front of him and knocked the ball away. And it kind of vaulted into the air, but unfortunately for the Dolphins, there was nobody there for the intercept.
How about these young linebackers, Sophie and Brown, making the big plays on that series? And Brown, who's just feeling his way, really, has played so well the last few weeks against the pass, either getting into a blitz situation or coverage. That's the role that Rodell Thomas was filling before he was hurt.
So the Dolphin defense does its job. So at the end of 3, the Dolphins are 17 points ahead, 15 minutes away from Super Bowl 19. The score, Miami 38, Pittsburgh 21. All right, we're ready to go now in the final period of this AFC Championship game. 2nd down and 8. Moore spreads to the far side, and Duper will come to the near side. Bennett and Nathan are the backs. Bruce Hardy is the tight end, and now the backs split off in behind Marino. 2nd down, a long 8 for the Dolphins from their 36. Here's Marino back to throw. He looks left. He's got a man down here. It's Moore. Puts a juke step, shakes a tackle, 45, and goes to the ground and out of bounds at the 50. Check it, Mark Duper at the 50-yard line. That is a total of 407 yards, unofficially, for Marino. That is a new AFC Championship record for yardage thrown. Now here's a give-off to Nathan. Hesitates, through a hole on the right side. He gets down inside the 45 to the 42-yard line. 2nd down and 2 for the Dolphins at the Steelers' 42-yard line. 2nd down and 7. 12 minutes, 57 seconds to play. Dolphins 17-point lead, 38-21. Marino again smashing all kinds of records. Here's Moore to the far side. Duper to the near side. Hardy and Bennett up front. Hardy in motion. The pitch to Tony Nathan. He wants to throw a pass. He flips it. It is caught down at the 20-yard line. Inside the 20 to the 18 goes Bruce Hardy. 2nd down and 6 from the 14. Cephalo in. He will spread near side. Moore to the far side. Nathan and Bennett the split backs. Marino wants to throw it. He airs it out. Nathan at the 15, down to the 10. He gets down to the 6-yard line. Tony Nathan, little hitch pattern out to the far side of the field. Picks up a first down to the 6, and right cornerback Sam Washington makes the tackle. If the Dolphins get in, it's all over. 1st and goal for the Dolphins down at the 6-yard line. 11:09 to play. The Dolphins with a 17-point lead. And out of the huddle, Nat Moore will set as a wingman. They have all the blockers in, but Bennett and Nathan are the eye-backs, and now Hardy will spread to the near side, and Nat Moore also. Let's see if Marino airs it out from the 6-yard line. He looks, lofts to the corner of the end zone. Nat Moore, touchdown. That's 4 touchdowns in the ball game, and that's a new record. Sam Washington, the cornerback, was beaten on the play. You could see that one coming all day long. The Dolphins lead 45-21. Their biggest lead, 11:05 left to play on the road to Super Bowl X1X. So it brings up a 4th down, and with a 24-point deficit to make up, a long 5, they will go for it with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left to play. Here's Malone back to throw on 4th down, goes for the end zone. It is incomplete. They went for lips, and the coverage supplied by Robert Soule, and the ball was thrown just a little bit high. So that's it as far as might as well end the game right now. The Dolphins take over with 3 minutes and 39 seconds left to play.
I really thought Miami would have trouble today against this team. Pittsburgh had been playing with confidence last few ball games and had gone on the road and beaten teams like San Francisco and Denver and the Raiders, and came in here and got off to a good start in the ball game. But Miami's offense, like you say, is just too much. It overwhelms everything in its path, and Pittsburgh just another victim.
Just an avalanche. That's all it is. That's the tidal wave. Whatever superlatives or adjectives you want to use, awesome forces of nature. The force has been with Miami's offense. First down, Steelers at the Dolphins 30. Here's Malone back to throw. Has all kinds of time. He throws for the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown.
That's something.
Caught by Wayne Capers out of South Miami High School, University of Kansas. Paul Langford was beaten for the third time this afternoon. So it's a 45-28 ball game. And they'll just go through the motions for the final 25 seconds. 45-28. A thorough pounding by the Dolphins of the Steelers this afternoon. They'll try an onside kick. It's grabbed by Robert Saul at the Pittsburgh 45-yard line. And the Dolphins will have the football at the Steelers 45 with 25 seconds to go, and will run the clock out. Don Strock will be the quarterback, and Marino this afternoon, his final stats of the ball game, 21 out of 32. These are unofficial. 420 yards, 4 touchdowns, was not sacked, through an intercept, and that was off a deflection. And all of them record-setting performances.
There was not a sack in this ball game by either side.
All right, Strock will just run out the clock, takes one step back on the snap, and sets her down. But the Dolphins have won the AFC Championship game and are now in Super Bowl 19. The only question being who the opponent will be. It was over as early as the Dolphins' last score at the end of the first half. The final score officially of this ball game, Miami 45, the Steelers 28, and it's on in 2 weeks for the Dolphins to Stanford, California, and either the Bears or the San Francisco 49ers. The final score again, the Dolphins 45, the Steelers 28. This is the Miami Dolphins Football Network.